Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Last week I ordered some knitting needles and they just came today in this nice little package. I really like these knitting details. I made my order on Pitanga Yarns website. I'm gonna leave all the links in the description to this video. I haven't seen them myself, so let's open it and see what I got. I ordered the KNITTER'S Pride needles, and this is interchangeable needle. It's cubics. I didn't have them before. This one is number 4.5 millimeters. We're gonna unpack them together and we'll see how we like them. This one is also cubics, KNITTER'S Pride as well. 6.5 millimeter needle, which is US 10.5. As you can see, they are square, so that's why they're called cubics. This is also KNITTER'S Pride Nova Platina, also interchangeable. And I have another needles which are not interchangeable. There is no option for interchangeable needles in size 2 millimeters. I decided to order KNITTER'S Pride needles because I didn't try them before. I've seen good reviews about them, so I decided to try for myself. I also have cords for interchangeable needles. I ordered in 3 sizes. One of them is 80 centimeters, which is 32 inch, 100, so like 1 meter. And another one is really small, which is 50 centimeters or 20 inch. I was using needles from Adi. I really like them, so I can show you one of them, and they are really light. I didn't order Adi because they are pricey, and I just know that they are good, but like I was saving maybe for later to buy them, and now I want to try something that is less pricey. I like the cord. It's a nice cord, maybe a little short for me. It's a long needle, pointy needle, which I like as well because my knitting is tight, so I need pointy needles. I like them to be sharp. They are light. Also, I see that there is a written number on the needles. I don't know for how long it's gonna last, but right now I see the number there. For the length, they are more than 9 centimeters in length, or they are about like 5 inches in length. It's pointy as well, really light. I haven't tried square before. One is good. I don't really know if you can see, but like it seems like a small defect on the needle here. I don't really like it. I don't think that it's gonna affect knitting, but still it's not really good that you just receive them and that you already see some small details like that. There is instructions as well what to do with the cord. So these parts you can use like that. So that works good on this side. This side as well. Plastic seems a little pointy right here. I think I can fix it. So that's how you attach them. There is a little pin. Number of the needles is written on the needle, on both of them. I like that they are pointy. They are light. Okay. This one is good. Light. It seems like they're gonna be sliding really good. Look from them. That's what I like. Comfortable to touch. And they are not really long as well. So that's what I like too. I don't like really long needles. And they're really, really light. You can't even notice that there is like how they attach, so loops should slide really good. And this pair I really like, maybe because I get used to not square but just round needles, so that's why maybe it's more comfortable for me, but so far I really like this pair. This one is really small, short one, and just let's see how long are they. They're 8.5 centimeters, or if it's in inch, it's gonna be like 3.5 inch. Let's attach them. It's really easy actually to attach them. But this one actually is like twisting over. Yeah. It's like twists. You can like twist it over and over. I don't know if it's gonna stay like that, but it can untwist. Not really happy with that. I'm just gonna open another one. I'm gonna try and so just to see if it's a cord or if it's a needles. This is number 5.5. This is the side that I had a problem with. Okay, this part is good. So apparently something wrong with one of the needles, small one. And something inside that I can't fix. Looks like good needles. And I'm gonna try as well with the cord just to see if they are okay. So this one needle okay as well. Cord is good. Pointy, so it's 6.5. It's big needles. This one looks like good needles. Nothing that like just I don't like. Everything seems okay here. And let's try just to attach them to the cord so I can tell you if they are good as well. Good as well. So a short recap. I ordered 7 pairs of needles, and one of them came with a little thing that you can see on the needle here. Looks like something happened to them, so they don't look like new, or they're just a little defective. And one needle came which are not really good like twisting, so you can just twist them over. I don't know if it's gonna affect my knitting. I'm afraid that like at some point it's just gonna unscrew and I'm gonna lose my loop, so that's not really good. Everything else seems okay. Pointy, what I like. Seems like loop's gonna be sliding good from these needles. Haven't tried these square ones. I'm gonna tell you what I like, what I don't like. Cords are good. 3 sizes of cords, 180 centimeters, another 150, and 1 meter. Overall, I like the packaging. It was really nice touch with the small needle details. It was fast delivery as well, considering that I ordered it right before Easter weekend. So it came just in a week, but it was long weekend. When I just started browsing, I was looking for some set of needles, and usually it's a set of 8, 9 or 12 needles. I was looking at Adi needles and Adi really good quality, but they are a bit pricey. They are made mostly wood. I didn't buy a set, mostly because it's sets that start from number 3 needles to 11 or 12, and I know that I not really use those numbers. I don't really use big numbers, so 10, 11, 12, it's not the needles that I'm looking for, because I usually need like with smaller numbers of needles. So that's why I decided just to choose numbers that I need and just to make a set for myself. I have right now 7 pairs of needles, and it came to a little less than usual set. So that's why I decided just to go for now with separate needles. I didn't have before KNITTER'S Pride needles, especially I didn't have cubic needles, but I'm gonna try and I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna go. And actually, let's give it a try right now, just with at least one of them, just to have an idea how easily loops are gonna slide from the needles. I'm gonna try Nova Cubics in special size, so it's size smaller than the regular needles. Also, I forgot to mention that all needles they have chrome surface. So I just tried these cubic needles. So what can I say about the size? For the size, it's really comfortable. So it's special size. It's comfortable for the length. I'm not a big fan of this short cord, but probably it's useful when you need something small. But I don't know. I don't find it comfortable for me right now. For the shape, I don't mind it, and it looks like it's nice shape. I don't feel that it's uncomfortable. For me, it was comfortable. It's also comfortable just to take it, just to have it in your hand. The only thing I noticed that these things on the end, it's sharp, but you can actually feel it. Like you can feel it how it touches your skin. So there's something that like you can just scratch you a little bit. It's pointy, but you can just feel it. I don't know, like compared to Ari needles, it's probably you can't see it. You can't see it on the camera, or maybe you can see. So like they are pointy. This one is Adi ones, and they are pointy, and when you touch it, it glides. And KNITTER'S Pride, you can just touch it, and it's not as slide. It's not as glide. That's the one thing that it's okay, but it's something that I noticed. I can't tell that like I really like it, how it touches me. So that's cubics. Next one, I'm gonna try just regular size. This is number 8 or 5 millimeters. And this one is not cubics, so it's just regular shape. These needles in a regular size and regular shape I actually like better, I think. Maybe I just not get used to cubics, but just from the feeling, from the sharpness, this one I like better, because like this seems like a really glide here. When cubics, I can just feel that I can even scratch myself with them. So this one I like better. And also regular size is also good. They are not too long as well. And loops their slides really good on the needles. I'm glad that I ordered separate needles but not a set, because I want to try cubics needles and shorter versions as well. So before buying some set, I want to try and see which one I like, which I don't. KNITTER'S Pride are sharp needles, which I like because it's easy to knit for me, for example. And I don't have a problem with sliding because it's a chrome surface on the needles. There are a few details that I'm not happy about. For example, one of the needle, it has a dent, and another one has a problem with the cord, so it twists around. It's just a few small details that I noticed right away. I don't have any complaints right now about the cord or other needles. I find them sharp, and because they have chrome surface, loops slides really good. For the size, it looks like they are comfortable for the size. It's comfortable to have them in hand. I'm glad that I didn't buy a whole set of needles. I want to try right now different sizes, and I want to try round needles and cubic needles and just make my mind what set I would like to have. But of course it would be really nice to have some storage for all those needles, because for a couple of weeks, I've been using cubics needles in special size. By special size, I mean that these needles are shorter than regular size. I finished cardigan using these needles, and I would like to add a few things about them and about cords that comes with those needles. After this couple of weeks, the number of the needles is still there. When you are attaching a cord to the needle, make sure you really tighten it using this pin. Like that. Otherwise, it will unscrew when you knit and you might lose your loops. Don't rely on just your hands without the pin. This little dent that I have on my needle didn't bother me when I was knitting. I've been using these needles only a couple of weeks, and I knitted only one big project, one cardigan, but my needles already have multiple scratches, and the color of the surface is changed a little. Maybe it's because these needles are cubic. I didn't try round one yet, but I definitely not gonna buy more cubic. It also affects how loops are sliding from the needles. These scratches prevents loops from sliding easily from needles. I really liked having different cords in different sizes. The short one I was using for knitting my sleeves, and I really enjoyed it. Also, I think that having shorter needles helped me too. It was really comfortable knitting sleeves. Having interchangeable needles with different cords helped me just to leave my loops on the cord with these strappers and continue knitting something else using different cords. I find it really convenient. I can't tell that I felt big of a difference because these needles were cubics, not round. I enjoyed knitting with interchangeable needles and having special size, I mean shorter size of the needle, but I don't like what happened to my cubics needles only after a few weeks of using them. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.